Morning, everybody. Welcome to Big Tahunga Canyon, or an offshoot of it. I'm not actually sure.
Angeles Forest Highway.
Is this Angeles Forest Highway? All right, cool. The road's a little, it's been very windy, and the road's a bit of a mess, and we learned that only when we got up here today. So we're going to do this anyway, but I'm going to have to be extra careful of rocks and things in the road and stuff like that. Anyway, this is Jason. Thank you for coming down.
Hey, thanks, Matt.
Jason has been a friend for a while. He works with Senor Glucker over on HOONIVERSE and is a cameraman and a very useful person to have around. And this is his Focus ST. It's been modified in a few interesting ways.
Yes,
Tell me, run down the list.
So initially when we got the car, 2014 Focus ST, fitted with the Mountune MP275 performance package, included intercooler, the intake, and engine calibration. That
sounds like the equivalent of like a COBB Stage 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very similar to that. So it's there like COBB. It's the CARB legal car. So this was the CARB test vehicle for Mountune. So
oh,
this
really?
was the first car that was warranty approved by Ford in the country. So that was kind of cool.
Have you had to make any warranty claims?
The TSB, just like the wire splice thing that everybody usually has. So that was the only thing. But it ended up I didn't have anything break on the car. So now it's gone beyond that limit quite a bit.
Okay.
So we've that was the previous setup. So now added turbo back exhaust, the shift plate, shifter bushings for the shift base plate and the linkage.
Shifter feels nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's both. It has not only the bushings here, but the ones under the shift arm as well. So
handbrake.
There we go. Yeah, turbo back exhaust, Clubsport suspension. It was tuned stage 3 on 91, but we're not running that today.
What are we running?
We are running E40.
What is that? A 40% blend of ethanol?
That's right.
So you have to do math?
Yes.
Is that annoying?
Or an app.
Look, we're just going to go straight for the tunnel. Easy. Let's see how it sounds in the tunnel. Nice. Sounds good. Not too loud.
No, it's not.
Actually, I would say very quiet. Is it even any louder than stock?
It is louder than stock. I kept the Symposer because I like the way that it sounds. Some people don't. I do. But it is seriously Sport Cat downpipe and the cat back exhaust. But you wouldn't really notice it. This is my daily, so I really want it to be fairly quiet.
Yeah. Well, on center, great steering. What did you do with the suspension? You said dampers, right?
So it's Eibach springs, Mountune springs manufactured by Eibach, and Bilstein V8's part of their Clubsport package.
Okay. Well, the ride is good so far. Brakes are good. Have you done anything with the brakes?
Yeah, Hawk HPS pads and Modal RBF 600 fluid.
Yeah, so your basic stuff, but the feel is very immediate. This is nice. There is, if you get on the gas while the wheel is cranked over, little torque steer. I mean, a little bit. Not like rip the wheel out of your hands, but you can definitely feel it trying to move a little bit.
Mountune usually does like a European throttle map, so they do like to have that kind of not so immediate. It's very bounce and linear throttle map.
Is this guy gonna let me buy? This Camry, what do we think? Camry, what do you say? Can I pass? Passing lane, 2 miles. I can't wait that long. Well, we're gonna, damn it, we just started. Can I go by, Camry, please? Let's pray. Let's have a prayer. Let's have a prayer. Can I get by? Can I get by?
Yes.
He's going up upper. Oh no. You know. All right. He's gonna let us by. All right. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know I'm a dick. Thank you. And we're off. The shifter is really nice. It feels much more like a mechanical linkage than a cable-operated shifter.
It has their short shift arm and then those bushings and the knob and all sorts of
and the boot. You got a nice suede boot.
It's fun. It's pretty.
What tires are you running these days?
Pilot Super Sports.
Yeah. Yes. It feels a little quicker in a straight line than the Fiesta, than my Fiesta, I should say. It corners really flat. Did you say you're not running an upgraded sway bar?
No, these are stock sway bars.
It's very flat.
I was afraid if I got sway bars, the lift-off oversteer characteristic would
go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want that.
I do.
This is a nice open road. You can carry some proper speed through here. It's got good power delivery. It's very stable. I like the ride. Man, the brake pedal is very right now. It's very right at the top of the brakes there. You feel it moved a little bit when I went full throttle there. Moved around a little. This is a fun little car, though.
It's a great daily.
Yeah.
Now with E40, fuel economy is atrocious.
It's terrible, right?
It's bad. I'm gonna have to probably go back to 91 when commuting. It is cheaper, but I gotta stop like every other day.
Did you?
Yeah. As soon as I hit 200 miles, I'm like, all right, I need to start looking for fuel because it goes about 220, 230 on the tank.
And what is the? How do you do the math?
So I have an app that I calculate how many miles I have left, what my fuel economy has been.
Oh, that's
and
so
tells me how much is in, and then it's not too bad.
Really?
No, it's not too bad.
Oh, I would hate having to do math all the time.
I'm not doing it. My iPhone is.
Oh, well, okay. I guess modern technology.
We can all be stupid.
The iPhone, letting us all be stupid since 2005, 6, whatever it was. Well, even in this open stuff, it's very fluid. It's good. The Mountune shift knob is almost exactly like the COBB shift knob. And you've got your access port on the dash. That is actually made by COBB,
Yes, it is.
and everyone else uses it. I was just at COBB in Texas where they make those. I didn't know they physically made them.
They do.
But they do, yeah.
I have my Mountune, which is called the M-Tune, which everything looks the same, and it says Mountune instead of access port. And then you look on the back and it says COBB. It's great.
I mean, that's why, you know, Mountune is great. I've met Ken and I've driven a couple of their cars and they've been good. I've got no issue with Mountune. COBB takes it a little further because they don't do the factory warranty, but ultimately I feel like because they design a lot of this hardware, you know, you can have a product that's pretty high quality. I found COBB and APR were the closest to like OEM in terms of development cycles and stuff like that.
When I went over and installed the downpipes with Rick, he was we were looking at the welds, and he's like, these are Akrapovich quality welds on your exhaust and downpipe.
Yeah.
They do quality welding. So he was impressed with that.
Let's flip and bitchin'. Nice wide road.
Turning radius is shit.
Oh, wow, it is? Why is it so bad?
It's a Focus.
What?
Focus's turning radius are garbage.
What?
Yeah.
I've never had to make a U-turn in a Focus before.
They're crap.
That's really bad. All of a sudden, you feel like you should have another half turn, and you just don't.
It's 2.3 lock to lock, and it's not good.
That is my RS going to be like that?
I don't know. Maybe because of all-wheel drive, because this is still, I mean, with their suspension setup, they had to have this kind of steering rack, and it's not very good. I had my GTI, was 10 times better.
In terms of making U-turns?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I'm so surprised that people are like, why do you care about turning radius? Like,
because you don't have to do 3-point turns.
Yeah, and in daily use, it makes a difference, actually. I'm so surprised. I hope the RS is better than that. That's frustrating. There are some cars that, you know, I'm sure there's a good reason for it always, you know, but that seemingly inexplicably, out of nowhere, have a completely shit turning radius. My mom's series of Lexus RXs, they're fine cars for my 60-something-year-old mother, but inexplicably the worst turning radius of any, especially the early ones. They're terrible.
I used to work at Lexus when they first released the RX. I was doing the lot porter stuff.
Oh, really?
Moving cars around, so I remember
them very well. My mom still has 3. There's 3 of them now. It's crazy. See, they're unbreakable, those things. This thing is so easy to drive, though. It's like, I mean, the Fiesta is as well, but for a tuner car, it doesn't feel tunery at all.
No.
I mean, it feels like if the car came from the factory just like this, you wouldn't be surprised at all.
That's why I went with Mountune, because they are like the Polestar for Volvo.
Yeah. And it's fast. It is not slow. Excuse my cutting of the dashes here, but I'm watching my mirrors and there ain't nobody around. This side of the road is much better than the way we came up, too. Oh. This is a good part of this road. Really easy to heel toe. The brake and throttle are in a really good position for it. The clutch is very light. 44,000 miles on this car, too. It feels like it's worn in nicely. Have you had any excessive wear?
Well, the only thing that when I did the shift boot, center bezel for the base ring right here was really noisy. So I got some high temp, not high temp, the dry silicone grease, and then just put it around there and then put it back on, and no squeaks from that.
So just one little plastic piece, and that's only because you took it off.
That's because I mean, it was doing that before I took it off.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And I just didn't like it, so I just
fixed. Look at this. This wind is nuts today.
We're like in the Wild West.
Yeah. Yeah, when you load it up, I mean, it's super predictable. This thing is great, Jason. I really like this car.
Thanks.
So, but on E40, I know where you came from. Did you leave your house with a full tank this morning?
No, I actually...
I slowed down right in time for the police. Like, incidentally, to ask you a question, the luck of that is brilliant.
You have police what is it? Telepathy?
Telepathy? Yeah,
TSP,
you know, like Gaydar? I have Pigdar.
That's going to be a bad YouPorn search.
Ew. So you are at a half a tank right now, and we're what, 65, 70 miles from your house?
So no. I drove from San Diego last night.
Okay.
So I'm staying in Ventura County for some family stuff. So it just worked out well. So no, in Silmar, I don't know how you pronounce it. There's a station for it, and I filled up there. Okay. 61 miles ago, and we're at half a tank.
61 miles ago, and you
fuel economy.
Half a tank.
We are 14 miles to the gallon right now.
In case anyone wonders why I don't like ethanol, it's because you can blow through a half a tank in 61 miles.
I know exactly where to stop on the way back up there.
It's like driving an electric car. You have to plan your route. But you can switch back to 91 on the fly, right?
I just have to wait till it gets like lower than a gallon. And then
lower than 1 gallon?
And then I'll put it on the 91 tune on bad fuel and let it go for a little bit. I just don't want to have any extra ethanol, rather than the E10 we normally run in the system before I start running the other tune again, just to be safe. But I mean, some people might get some more miles.
Hasn't someone come up with an on the fly yet? Because that's where ethanol, like, I feel like if you can drive around on 91, oh, look, there's some ethanol. Okay, you know what I mean? And just not think about it.
It's pretty easy, and we got so many gas stations around where I drive in San Diego and LA. Like, I can go get gas, but if it's 20 miles or less.
That's true. It's easier to burn off the ethanol and go to a 91 station. If you had to do it the other way,
oh, you're fucked.
That would be horrible. You know what I mean? If you could only go to ethanol when you have less than 1 gallon of gas, that math would suck. Yeah, you'd be in a constant state of panic.
When I drove a Tesla, I had a Tesla for the weekend, and I felt like I have range anxiety.
Were you in a constant state of panic?
Yes.
Really? Even with a Tesla, huh?
A little bit.
Which Tesla was it?
Just a regular 85.
I drove the 90D with ludicrous mode, and it's really crazy. Like, you can't believe how hard it launched. So hard I got nauseous. Anyway, about your Focus. No, dude, this is great. I mean, it has a really factory feel to it. You know, it just doesn't feel like a tuner car. It's just sort of like a Focus, but it rides a little better. It's a little faster. The brakes are a little more right now, and the shifter feels better.
What more could you ask for?
No, it's a good example of taking a car that you like, finding a couple little things here and there that you can work on, and then getting people who know what they're doing to execute those things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason.
Hey, no worries, man.
Check out Jason's WheelWell to see his specific modification list. And yeah, this car, you know, the comfort of the seats, the size of it, all that, everything but the turning radius makes me very excited for my Focus RS, which is coming in a few months. And of course, Dylan Optics, which he's rocking, the official eyewear of the Smoking Tire. If you're going, hey, these guys have some cool glasses, go to TheSmokingTire.com, click on the Dylan banner. If you buy a pair of these Dylan Optics sunglasses, I will send you a Smoking Tire t-shirt as a thank you from us for supporting the people who support the show. See you later.